Well, guys, we're here right now at the OFC games down here at, of course, at the home of the Matildas. Boy, amazing situation here. Boy, we're going to be seeing all these games in the next few days. And, of course, what we're going to be doing is bringing a lot more equipment to do more stuff. We're talking to coaches, players, and having this on, of course, on our social media and TV channels on Channel 31 and, of course, Aurora Foxtel, guys. So please stay tuned. The game is starting very shortly. Look at the Matildas. Have a look at the home of the Matildas behind me. Absolutely pristine. It's an amazing competition. We are here to support it as well. Football S is here. We will talk to you very shortly. Thank you. Okay, well, we've got someone here. What can I say right now? We've got parents of a player that's playing for Bula Vinaka, because I speak Fiji and I actually live there, would you believe? So I do know the heritage of Fiji. But your name is?
Peter Supik.
And your name?
Nicola Supik.
So we've got the mother and the father. And let's talk about your son playing for Fiji right now. How did he end up at Fiji playing?
His agent was contacted by the coach. He'd seen a bit of Adam and seen his clips, was impressed, and he rang him up and they had quite a good chat on the phone, and Adam was impressed with the coach, and he decided not to take the comfy chair because he could get a contract with Southern, so he chose Fiji.
Fantastic. So he could have played for South Melbourne.
South Island.
The opposition. Okay, South Island. Now, how do you feel, Mum, today he's playing? You've flown from New Zealand. How long have you guys been here for?
We arrived on Sunday for the first game, and we're here for all four.
Absolutely, mate. So you were at the game on Sunday at Heidelberg. I was there. How hot was it for you guys?
It was hotter on the pitch for the boys, I think. But I felt sorry for the boys. I thought they deserved to get something from that game. I thought they were the stronger team, but they just couldn't put it in the goal. And as you know, if you don't score, you don't win.
That's right. And so how do you feel, Mum, when your son... What's your son's name again?
Adam.
So when Adam goes for a ball, does Mum get up? Go, Adam. Is it that sort of thing where... I know what parents are like. When my son plays football, you got no idea what it... Are you the same?
I do get quite emotional and enthusiastic about it all. You just have to, I guess.
And you have to, because you're the parents. You've got your son there. And what happens if you get one of the players out there gives him a bad tackle? What would you be saying?
Yeah, I've nearly ran on a couple of times during his career, but yeah, you hold back. There's nothing you can do about it. He gives it as good as he gets, so he can look after himself.
So what are we looking for now? Your son, of course, you know his development through New Zealand and what he's done. So what was his development like playing in New Zealand from a junior right up right now?
Yeah, he was at the Wellington Phoenix Academy. So he left home, he left us, he was in Christchurch. He left when he was about 14. I went to live up in Wellington in a boarding house, did the academy for 3 or 4 years. He went for trials in England with Brentford and a few teams, and he was unlucky, but that's another story. But he's come back now, and we'll see where it takes him.
Now, Mum, being English, did I hear Brentford? You Brentford supporters?
No, that's just where he went on trial.
So who do you support in England?
I'm a Tottenham Hotspur fan.
I don't want to say anything about Ange, okay? So we know exactly, and they say to me right now, Ange is his name is a swear word in Tottenham, is that right?
I'm not a Tottenham fan, so I'm Man United.
Well. Is Carrick going to keep his job? Just quickly, is Carrick going to keep his job or Southgate coming in?
Well, if Southgate's coming in, Carrick better keep the job because I don't want Southgate.
Well, good luck today for the young boy, and of course we'll be watching him. What number is he?
Number three.
Number 3. All right, guys, look at number 3. Check him out. We've spoken to his parents. Thanks for having us. Thank you for coming as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Right now we've got Daniel. We've had all these people from Auckland. We finally got a South Highlander. Welcome, Daniel. Tell us about, and the big voice here, what do you do for the South Island team?
So my name is Daniel. I'm the Business Development Manager at South Island United. So today I was with the videography and the social media here.
Fantastic.
Unfortunately, the game got suspended. So we'll have to go again. We'll see when that gets replayed. But yeah.
And so I was looking forward to this game. It would have been like North versus South, is that right? Because we're talking about Auckland being North and you guys South. Can you imagine the bragging rights? What was it? Was it going to be a bit of a grudge match or something? Because the North Islanders and South Islanders, they have different views on the game, is that right?
Yeah, obviously we lost last time 3-0 up in Auckland, so this was going to be a good opportunity for us to
payback? They call it payback?
Yeah, show what we're made of. Obviously it would have been a very tough game. Auckland are a good side, but yeah, we'll have to go again.
So what do you do in your role as the what you do basically?
So I'm in charge of things like the merchandise program, along with our other staff at the club, and then also developing our community engagement and working together with our marketing team.
So merchandise, can anybody buy anything here at all? Is there anything that you guys brought here that anybody can buy merchandise from South Island?
There's not currently stuff that we've got here with us in Melbourne, but we've got our online store.
Oh, fantastic!
At the moment.
So can you say your online store, because we would like to buy stuff too. So if you can tell where we like to find it.
Yeah, they can find it at shop.southislandunited.com.
Wow.
We've got our full range of playing kits available there at the moment.
And of course, I love that scarf you've got. Is that part of that stuff that you're selling as well?
Yeah, that's part of it. We were selling these at Eden Park as well in Auckland.
That's fantastic. So the thing is, what about in New Zealand? I mean, in New Zealand, the game has grown a bit more. You've made the World Cup, the New Zealanders. So how do you feel? Are you going to be watching the World Cup as well, supporting your national team?
Yeah, of course, we'll all be getting behind the All Whites at the World Cup. And yeah, it's been 16 years since we were at the World Cup. I was 6 years old.
Gee.
Well, actually 5 years old at the time of the last World Cup. So yeah, it's very cool to see our nation back at the world stage.
Mate, thank you very much for joining us. And don't forget, where we buy that stuff again from?
shop.southislandunited.com.
Thanks, guys. See you soon. Well, of course, right now, we've got so many officials that are here today at the home of the Matildas. Maddie, you're from New Zealand?
I am.
You're a Kiwi? Now, it's amazing that this Oceania Professional League is absolutely a great competition. Finally, FIFA have recognised you to help you out and do the things they've got to do to build the game in the whole of Oceania. Why can't we be in Oceania, Australia? I miss Oceania, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, how do you feel about the competition yourself now?
The competition's awesome. It's awesome to be a part of it. I'm in marketing, so it's awesome to be able to put this league out there to the world, across Oceania and international. It's cool to be able to spread what we're doing and the type of football that we play.
Yeah, and of course, it's a bad day, but I'm going crazy. I was here to watch the real big game, which was the two New Zealand teams, the grudge match as they call it.
Yeah.
But this is we're talking about a Pacific team, Tahiti United, and of course South Melbourne being an Australian team playing today. We hope to get a few people here, and of course, what do you do as in marketing?
So we do a bit of everything. Everything that you see on social media from across the field in terms of branding, that's all us. Basically just getting the Oceania football name out into the world.
Fantastic. So how do you feel being in Melbourne, coming from one confederation to another confederation, which is Asia here?
Yeah.
So I've seen the games. I've seen the games, of course, in New Zealand. Been watching it on FIFA Plus. That is, you better go and watch it, Kate.
Well
This is the marketing manager. So FIFA Plus, she's saying, and also saying the game was also in PNG.
Yes, that's
it's
correct.
now in Australia, in
That's
Melbourne.
correct, yeah.
Next week in Honiara. I've worked in the
correct.
Pacific. I know exactly the weather.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the different weather patterns that players are playing? It's very different.
It is very different. It keeps us on our toes and of course keeps the players on their toes. But it's all a part of the game. It's all part of the region. You know, it's all part of the fun. But it's cool. It means that you get to experience everything. But no, I mean, that's Oceania.
And the funny thing, these guys here have been busting your guts to dry the ground out as well. I saw you there with the big squeegee
Yes,
before.
yeah.
But these guys are working hard to make this happen today, guys. So, Maddie, thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
We'll talk
Thank
to you very soon. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well, right now, guys, on Football List, we've got Stuart Larman. Now, Stuart, who are you? They're telling you you're the big boss here. Is that right?
Not quite. I'm the head of the Pro League within the OFC.
Yes.
So I've been involved now for probably about 18 months. But prior to that, I was involved when the task force was first set up back in 2019. But I've been back involved first as a consultant and then as an employee of OFC for the last 18 months or so.
Mate, it is a pleasure for you guys to have us here. Thank you, because we've been covering things from the Australian Championship to the NPL competitions throughout Australia. We've been doing all this, but this is something to us. It's valuable.
Okay, great.
We want to show Oceania. Because do you remember the days when, somebody who remembers the days in Oceania, where Australia were in Oceania. But mate, this competition has opened my eyes. I've been watching it from the beginning, watching the New Zealand part of it, the Papua New Guinea part of it. My God, it is amazing. And the quality is picking up all the time.
100% agree. I'm glad that you appreciate it, and good to hear that you're enjoying, and thanks for coming along, and thanks for covering it as well. But we're finding we're getting a lot of global coverage. We're getting a lot of interest from around the world, and I think that people are really impressed.
We know what we're talking. FIFA Plus, that is. Thank you. Get on to FIFA Plus and watch these games. Thank you.
Perfect. Well done. But I think it's the quality has impressed everybody. And I think ultimately that's part of the reason we're doing this. We want the players to have a clear pathway to develop their careers. But it's not just about the players, it's about the referees having an opportunity to be able to referee matches at a higher level, a more frequent basis. Likewise for the administrators and the coaches and the teams around the coaches. So we're hoping this gives a large boost across the whole football ecosystem.
Let me tell you one thing, and our viewers out there on Football List, we make 10,000 people a week, over 10,000.
Fantastic.
We're talking about Foxtel Aurora channel. It's on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Watch it. And of course, Channel 31 Melbourne at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So let me tell you one thing about this. The Football List show, from the beginning, right? I'm not trying to spruik the thing, but from the beginning of the outset a few years ago, I advertised you guys.
There you go, perfect. Thanks so much.
I did that because I said the game needs a norm. It needs a kick up the backside. Is that right? What we say when we're this has done it. Sorry, but this competition has absolutely taken it to the next level. We can't even get, when we go to our NPL games, we don't see the way the coverage is on, the light towers, the special extra lighting you guys put up, the angles that you're covering, nothing like that in Australia. Not even the A-League, sorry to tell you that. Sorry about the A-League, but nothing like the A-League.
I think what we've seen, I think the OFC team are very experienced in delivering a whole range of competitions, and things have really also been stepped up for the Pro League as well. And the way in which all of the different areas of the OFC have helped to deliver the branding, the other elements of delivering the competition, like you said, making sure we have high quality lights and what have you, has also been a very important element of what we're doing, because I think everywhere we've been, including Australia, like you say, the people where we've been hosted have actually taken a lot of learnings from us, but we've also learned from them as well. So we're very fortunate to have that opportunity to learn from different ways of doing things in different countries.
And let me say, the game before here, oh my God,
it's fantastic, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I had to go and interview them. You got to see the video. I've got to send it to Matt. Did you see the video? They went, you on TV, Channel 31. Oh, well, yeah, come. And it was the atmosphere. I've never seen the atmosphere. Matt, sorry, I've never seen the atmosphere like that ever anywhere in Australia.
Was that the Solomon Kings fans or the Vanuatu fans? They were both amazing. Fantastic. Yeah.
Where do you get this anywhere in Australia? This has opened up me completely. And as I said, if I showed you our first shows about a year or two, you would see it advertised.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic to see. I think that we perhaps hadn't realised how strong the support for Vanuatu and Solomon Kings would be here, and how loud they are as well. It's not just how many of them are coming, it's how passionate they are. It's fantastic to see.
We should have kept them here for this game. Can you imagine the colour? Can you imagine the colour?
Yeah.
And I've lived in Fiji, so I know exactly how these guys are. So we're looking forward to actually talking to Roy, because Roy, everybody knows in Australia, because he played for Wellington Phoenix and he went over to India. So, mate, I don't want to hold you up too much if you're too busy. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I just thanks for coming along, and thanks for all the kind comments you've made about the league. And we look forward to hosting you again.
Well, we hope to be. Maybe we could get to New Zealand at some stage. Who knows?
Yeah.
They could get us out there or whatever. So we're doing this to spruik this competition, because to tell you the truth, the game's become boring in Australia. This is very special for us. Very special. Believe me. Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the match.
Guys, thank you for joining us. See you soon. Well, right now we've got General Manager of Heidelberg, Chris Pavlidis. Welcome, Chris. We've spoken to you before at that final, of course, at the Australian Championship final down at, of course, at Lakeside Stadium. You guys in South Melbourne, we spoke to you down there. Thank you for coming here today. Of course, the other week, we were down there, of course, at Heidelberg. What great games they were, weren't they, the whole week?
Oh, that was fantastic to see this tournament, especially at Heidelberg at the same time. Really, we got a lot of, happy to support the this new league. So, we'll welcome them back next year. We really enjoyed watching all the different nations play the games, and also the communities actually have a really good, enjoyable, fun time, which was really impressive, and I liked the conduct of everybody. That was awesome.
Let me tell you, yesterday down here, if you could have seen the scenes of the Vanuatuans and the Solomon Islands, it was absolutely amazing. The flags, it was like, I'd never seen nothing like that. Were they the same? Unbelievable, wasn't it?
Yeah, I experienced it on Sunday, and even right now I've got goosebumps. I really enjoyed watching them have some fun and have the opportunity to support their fellow countrymen as such, and hopefully they can come out and enjoy some of the local soccer, because I haven't really seen them in the past, and hopefully we'll bring them out to support other teams. And
do you think that we're missing Oceania or Australia? After what we're seeing here, I bet you.
Possibly.
Yes, possibly. Yes, we are missing Oceania, because I tell you what, they're picking up so well. The standard of the games, the players, did you see the standard?
Yeah, no, I've watched the standard of the games, and it was actually quite impressive. And I know a couple of the agents were floating around having a sneak peek at Heidelberg, and hopefully they're out here the rest of the week. So it might give some opportunity some of the players that we don't normally see, so hopefully it works out for them.
And this is exactly the same, of course, at the Australian Championship, where players were seen and all of a sudden they've actually been recruited.
Yes,
and
they
so
have.
This is the same situation now, where the agents are coming out here, seeing the Pacific Islanders and saying, oh my God, mate, and the Pacific and New Zealanders are all together playing in this competition. Mate, opportunity is going to open up here now.
No, definitely. Actually, one of the agents I spoke to, he was after one of the boys a couple of years ago, but I think them not knowing what the facilities are like and the soccer here is like, they sort of kept him.
You said soccer.
My apologies. The only reason why, because
I know.
I've got a friend from Germany at the moment, and I try to refer to it as football, but he knows what the majority of us call it, unfortunately.
I'm in awe of the competition. It is, I cannot believe what I'm seeing, that the quality of the lighting and the lighting that's been brought in that you saw down at Heidelberg. That extra lighting makes a big difference in those corners, huh?
No, it definitely did. It just showed you what the standard of lighting should be in the state. And it just looked, they provided the daylight basically, and I know it sort of glowed on TV because we're watching it at the same time, and people were, friends from overseas were looking into it and going, the place looks fantastic, nice and bright.
Yes.
So you wouldn't know that they're playing out of a local club and not a stadium.
And let me say one thing about this too. You guys got the big video screen at Heidelberg, and that was on all the time, showing the highlights and everything during that time. Is there a possibility, even at the Matildas here right now, they're showing everything VAR, the pictures are up there on the big screens. We need to actually have a look at that in the NPL, don't we?
Yeah, it's I'll give credit to the organisation here, because they did all the work to bring all the technology in. I mean, we obviously have the ability, but we don't have the dollars to provide all the hardware that's required. But it was fantastic, and having VAR, and as you know, it's a touchy point for Heidelberg last year.
Oh my God, believe me.
So it was also an experience that to watch, how it actually all works, and that we catered for it, and we did well actually.
And let me say, we did have some kind of VAR last year in the Australian Championship finals. the green cards the coaches had. Did you notice those?
Yeah, no.
And of course that was close. That's not a bad idea actually for the NPL as well. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't mind that actually. Unfortunately, it all costs money.
It does.
To run those things, but it reminded me of the NRL system.
Yes.
Where it's not overkill. So it's up to the coaches. If you want to have it reviewed, you've got the opportunity to have a say, which is fantastic.
Now let me just say, it stopped again. The lightning has come through. Of course, the other day was like the rain. Now it's the lightning. We hope the rain stays away and the game continues. There's a great game later on too, of course, with South Melbourne playing. I'm forgetting it. There's that many teams I'm talking to and doing. It's going to be a great game. Matt, which game is it? South Melbourne are playing again? Well, there you go. South
fantastic.
Island. The two Souths are playing later on. That's funny, isn't it?
No, it is funny, but it'll be a good game to see. And hopefully the South supporters and the South Island supporters
they'll be here.
will definitely come down. Friday night, nothing to do tomorrow. You can sleep in and come and support the teams and the competition because especially we've been starved with missing out on the game the other night.
Yes.
I know South are playing tomorrow again.
Yes.
Which is
unbelievable.
Yeah, no.
Two teams they're the under 23s playing there, and this is the senior team playing the South Melbourne. Yes.
That's what I'm hearing, but I'm not privy to all those details as such. But it's understandable with the sort of taking care of the players' well-being at the same time. It's a big ask, and hopefully it all works out for them.
Well, I tell you what. One thing I'll ask you is the developments down at Heidelberg as well. Boy, you've got that new. What's that new building going up there now?
That's a canteen / merchandise room.
Okay, beautiful.
I'd love to be able to share you the rest of our plans.
Yes.
Where we're not. So we've all. We're going to create basically a boutique stadium.
Beautiful.
So I can go on forever, but like everything, it needs money. So we're working on trying to get some funding and support from the government, council, the community, and hopefully the football community wider at the same time. And it's just after Amy, Lakeside, then us. In terms of a proper stadium and such.
I want to ask you about that new ground at the back. What a great little facility that is at the back. You've got that new ground at the back there.
Yeah, it's a new facility that opened up officially on Wednesday night. Mm-hmm. So that's our juniors we're playing out of there.
Beautiful.
There was 6 change rooms, canteen. Wow. It was something that the club worked hard in obtaining the funding for it. And the grounds, you'll see, we've got we do share it with cricket, and that's something we all do in Victoria at the moment.
Is there a cricket team that you're running now or something?
Not us personally, but the Olympic Colts have been there for a long time, and you'll find that we've got a great relationship with them.
Fantastic.
And we support them, they support us.
That's great.
Because the lack of grounds is very difficult in Melbourne. As such, but the facilities there, you can see the grass is immaculate. The council's done a great job there, along with our senior pitch, which we've all been witness to. Mm-hmm. So it's finally slowly happening, and unfortunately we need more space.
Exactly. So before I let you go, as I keep saying about the competition, the Oceania Professional League, mate, it's opened up our eyes, hasn't it, a lot in Victoria?
Oh, no, it definitely has, and hopefully we can expand it and maybe get a second team from Victoria involved, and just to generate some more crowds, especially that home derby scenario.
Yes.
At the same time, as I believe the 2 New Zealand teams had close to 5,000 or 6,000 people.
Yes.
During their home derby, and we definitely can replicate it.
We can do that,
as you can see with our NPL season when the big clubs get together. So we can definitely provide the opportunity for our place to be another opportunity to get identified.
Well, the only way is up for us to learn what's happening here and what's going on, to learn from these guys. It's an amazing learning curve, and hopefully we can grab some stuff too for our competitions.
Yeah, no, I think rumours are that I know the federation is keeping an eye of I forget what it was called, the VAR system we used during the championship.
The referral system.
That's
it's the referral of 2 cards.
Yeah,
I think
correct.
It should be 3 cards, actually, not 2. It should be 3.
Oh, maybe 2.5.
No, probably yes.
But you don't want to slow the game too much.
No, you don't.
And what actually proved quite good was that most of the times the ref are right.
Oh, yeah.
There weren't too many cards returned.
I know, and as I said, even the VAR here is absolutely amazing, and you can even the screens are being utilised here as well.
Oh no, it's
amazing,
fantastic.
isn't it?
It was fantastic. We had them in the cabin, and it felt like I was watching something that was out of
Unbelievable.
a proper stadium. You know, the 3 refs in there, and the 4 cameras, and the screens and whatnot. It was. It was fantastic. It was good to be a part of.
Well,
actually.
the only way is up for us to learn from here today, and of course we're learning our media as well too. So thank you, Chris, for joining us today. And,
Not a problem.
Heidelberg United, keep the good work up.
Definitely,
Huh?
we've got a game on
Of course,
tonight.
you got your yellow shirt. You said you had no uniform. You still got yellow on, mate. No
yeah,
problem.
I know. It's in the blood.
It's there, mate. Thanks, guys. We'll see you very shortly.
Thank you, guys.
What can I say today? What's happening down here at the home of the Matildas? Football S is here, and it's an amazing day. What's your name, sir?
My name?
Yes.
Peter, P6.
Peter's here, guys, right now. What do you think of the game so far? Tell me what's going on. How do you feel about the game so far? You scored 1 goal. Can you continue?
Maybe the game, I think another score more.
Small goal?
Yeah, more goal.
Jess Lofthouse scored the goal for you, an Australian player too, and the boys all around him are playing very well. So how do you feel so far about the game? Are the boys doing well?
I feel happy with this game.
All right, now,
The
I'm
first
going to
half
say one thing. I'm going to say one thing. One thing. Wait a minute, guys. One thing to all of you. I'm going to say this one, and you follow me, eh? Solomon Kings! Solomon Kings! Solomon Kings! Solomon Kings! Goal! I've lost it, mate. Come on.
Go, Son Kings, go!
Come on.
Go, Solo, go!
Unbelievable.
Go!
Unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable scenes down here at the home of the Matildas, the Oceania Professional League. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Go Solo, go! Yep. Go Solo, go!
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now, Roy, congratulations today. Of course, Bulla or Fiji is Bulla FC. Now, what a performance today by your players and yourself. I just want to say to you, are you sure you're 38 years of age? Because I tell you what, you've turned the clock back. You've turned the clock back, and some of the stuff in the middle that you do there is unbelievable. The setups and everything that you do, the passing, you still got it there. What do you think?
Look, I'm just one of the leaders. You know, I just try and do as much as I can for the team. Look, age is just a number for me. You know, as far as I'm feeling well. So, but yeah, I'm just happy that we finally won, and the boys needed this confidence. So.
And I tell you what, and you got that little striker there, who I'm talking about, Mr. Little Orvray. Unbelievable, isn't he?
He's a good guy, still young. We are just lucky that he's with us. And yeah, I think for a foreigner, you know, he's humble, you know, he's gelling well with the boys. And he's young and he got a hunger for goals. And today I'm just happy for him because in training, he's smashing those goals with left foot. And today was a screamer. So I'm happy for him. And hopefully can get more goals.
Now, towards the end of that half that you, that goal that you conceded, how did you feel with that goal? You were playing well. They just got one break, little mistake at the back, and that came through. How did you feel at that time?
I think, the goal, I lost the ball, so I'll take full, blame for that. But yeah, I think it was a silly mistake. You know, we were just 2-0 up, and then we tried to, lose concentration, which we talked before the game. But look, I think as a team, we knew PNG was a good side. Even, the table doesn't justify them. But for us, we just keep believing in ourselves. 2-1, we know we can't let them in, and we have strikers who are faster than and them. So, but yeah, I think overall, we kept the discipline. And yeah, of course, 2-1.
And of course, I just want to say one thing that I heard on the ground, because I do speak some Fijian, by the way, and I'm going to tell you, and I did hear somebody say to me, now listen to everyone here, lakumai, lakumai. I know what that means. So for you guys to talk like that and actually know between all of you that the other team doesn't know, it's good because it's like you can understand each other, and that's a very good thing out there. You're gelling. It's called gelling.
It is. It is, and there's a lot of other words that is confidential.
Well, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah,
I can't
so
say.
thank you.
Thank
you. So it's just game plan, and I'm just happy that we have a young squad. Everyone believe in each other. We pushing each other. Who's ever starting. There's a lot of players on the bench. Who's waiting for their chance. And I'm telling, look, if you get opportunity, just grab it with both hands. I'm just happy that some boys didn't play, but we have a strong squad. Whichever will take the next 11, I think we'll do a good job.
Okay. The next thing I'll ask you is I've been telling players what's been going on. This is the last question, actually. You need to go.
you.
Let me say that you've been playing in different parts of the Pacific, the different weather patterns. How's that affected you? You understand what I'm saying? From New Zealand to Papua New Guinea. Now, you're going to go to Honiara. You're in Melbourne now. You're going to go to Honiara. So this would have been the coldest weather you've faced so far. Is that right?
Yes, and before warm up, the boys were already feeling the cold.
Oh my
But
God.
look, we knew, coming to Melbourne, we knew the weather gonna be cold. For us, I think for you guys, it's not that cold. For us,
I'm
it's
sweating
freezing.
at the moment, sorry.
Yeah, but look, no excuses. We are playing PNG. They're also not used to this climate, so no excuses. As far as we win, that matters. So I'm just happy.
Well, all I can say to you is Vinaka Vaka level. So thank you very much for joining me today on Football S, and we'll talk soon one day.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
It was
you.
a pleasure.
Yeah, Coach Aubrey, it's amazing to see you because I have an infinity for the Caribbean people because I have a band called the Caribbean Kings. And we play Calypso and all the stuff that you love to, but we're not here for that right now. This is amazing seeing you actually coach an island, a Fiji island. I actually lived there. I lived there myself. So I know both your side and their side. And the funny thing today was, whether you've learnt the Fijian language, I was hearing some of the players out there saying, Lakomai, Lakomai. You know what that means, don't you? Come on, let's go, let's go. So that was amazing because they're actually giving signals to the players, and you may understand that too, Kelly, as well, huh? Because that's really good because they're communicating in a way where the other team doesn't notice what they're saying. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think you have to use all the assets you have in your hands, all the tools, and we do use them. And the good news, as you said, is that our players, whether they're from Japan, from France or New Zealand, also learn the language, at least a few words, and we use this to our advantage.
Iyo. I do speak some Fijian, believe me. But you, my friend, this boy here, what planet are you from? Because the way you run and the way that you go about your game, I've been watching the OFC games, believe me, I've been watching you. How did you learn to run so fast? You've been doing the fitness stuff as a young boy and through fitness and athletics as well, is that right?
Yeah, definitely. We did a lot of fitness work during preseason, and I have decent genes because he can run himself. Yeah.
So your background from Barbados, of course. Where did you start in Barbados? At what club?
So I play for the Trinidad national team.
Oh, the Trinidad national team. Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, so
But, I'm kind of a globetrotter. I was born in France, grew up in the U.S. I lived in Trinidad and Jamaica, the island of Guadeloupe. Now I'm in Fiji, so it's a little bit all over the place.
You're an islander. No matter where you've been, you're an island. That's the thing about that too. So the thing is, Coach, how do you feel? Where's your background from? Because this would like to know your. Can we say soccer? Because in this country, you say soccer now, it's a swear word. They call it football. So where did you start your game? Where did you go?
So I was born in the French Caribbean in Guadeloupe, and then I had to grow up on the island of Saint Martin, actually, and I had to move to France, mainland, to play football when I was 13, went through the academy system, and then I played in France until I was 28, then played in the MLS in the US, and also in Southeast Asia, and I played for the Guadeloupe national team. And after this, I opened my own club in the US for 10 years to develop players the way I felt it should have been done. And he's one of them, actually.
Fantastic.
And then I work for FIFA as a FIFA talent coach. And I was also the head coach of the Saint Martin national team in the CONCACAF. So
Saint Martin, unbelievable. Your background is massive. And now I do know a bit about the MLS. Are we talking about who we're talking about? Which team are you from? Where did you play in the MLS?
Sporting Kansas City and New York Red Bulls.
I was going to say the other one. Don't worry, I'll find it now. I'm so amazed at your background in the game and you in the game. So where are you thinking of going in the future? Because I think you've got a lot to actually give out there? Where do you think it's going?
Honestly, I just take it day by day, and we'll see where God leads me. Yeah.
I tell you what, mate, God is the man that sees everybody go through where they want to go through life too. And what do they say? But the thing is, look, it's a pleasure talking to you, because I know all the. I could talk to you about the Caribbean like big time, and the reggae. I could do that's a different story. And yourself, are you into the music at all?
Yeah, definitely.
Which sort of music are you into?
I like soca. I like R&B, dancehall, reggae.
Oh my God! If I was to talk to you, if I was to show you my videos, you would say, "Who's this?" I got a video. I got about. You should see my video. I could send you the video. I've got to talk to you about this. My videos, the Caribbean Kings 8-piece band, massive around this country. So, I did your music. I love the soccer. Fantastic talking to you, Coach.
Thank you.
Fantastic. You too, Kelly. Keep it up, because I can see you going places shortly, my friend.
Appreciate you.
And Bulla FC is my team.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you, boys. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Ryan, now, you're one of the CEOs, of course, of Christchurch United. Christchurch, did I get it wrong?
So I'm South Island United CEO.
Yes,
and I'm
yes.
Christchurch United General Manager.
There you go, fantastic. So there's a relationship between the two clubs, is that right?
We're one and the same, but we have two clubs under one umbrella, essentially.
That's fantastic. So basically, you've got the boys here, South Island United. Thank you for these fantastic souvenirs. We're going to be putting up in our studio, of course, and using them up there. Now, how long did it take you guys to get this together?
Well, it depends if you include the bid. The bid was started last year, January.
Okay.
And then post the bid, we had 4 months to get the team set up, the club running. It's been a
hectic
roller coaster.
My God, that's not much time at all, is it?
No, 4 months is, I think,
Gee.
our kit for the first game arrived 3 days before kickoff.
Oh my God, that's just cutting it fine, as I say. Is that right?
That's the one.
And the thing about this is, of course, you said you're from Christchurch, but how does it eventuate when you are Christchurch as well, and then part of the southern, of course, the south, the south team, of course, of New Zealand, the South FC. Now, how does that work out with both clubs?
Yeah, so we've been quite deliberate around how we're approaching this. Christchurch United is a club that formed in 1970, and it's had a lot of domestic success. One of the most successful clubs in the country. I think 6 national leagues and 7 Chatham Cups, which is our equivalent to the FFA Cup. And so we wanted to hold on to that heritage and that legacy and make sure that we're still operating as Christchurch United in the National League in New Zealand. And then South Island United was about creating a club for the South Island.
For the whole region.
For the whole region. So Christchurch United competes amongst all the other South Island clubs and the national clubs, whereas South Island United, we wanted it to be about embracing the South Island and elevating the South Island football community together. And so our campaign essentially is, can we unite the South Island in terms of football clubs, football community, the community, businesses? What can we do to kind of unite all of that? So
and
you would have actually seen on our away shirt, we have the 70 plus clubs of the South Island all represented on the shirt.
We're going to have to look at that for sure. I haven't seen it, but are you wearing it today? Are they wearing it?
No, we're not wearing it today.
We're going to have to look at that online. We're going to have to get it online. And also, that opportunity shows that you have a home base.
Yeah.
That ground you've got, your own ground, is the home base. So you'd have that part of it, the Oceania Professional League part, and that's smart because you've got a home base, a ground as well, training facilities and everything. So what are they like over there?
Yeah, well, we've actually got, so what we're going to do with South Island United is we've got our home base, our training centre, which is 20 hectares of our own land that we're developing into a multi-sports club. And I think until you see it, you don't realise the scale of it. And it's growing quickly. We've just built a gymnasium for our gymnastics club.
Wow.
Our hope is to expand into having 30 different clubs at the club across different sports. So we've got that. We've got our own artificial turfs. We've got grass fields. We've got a restaurant and bar being built.
Wow.
But we also want to have bases across the South Island. So we want to be able to play games in Dunedin, play games in Nelson.
Have affiliates everywhere.
That's right. And we've got partner clubs across the South Island already. So how do we go and provide opportunities for them to go watch professional football? Because it's the first professional club in the South Island.
Fantastic.
So yeah, we've got that home base in Christchurch. We're also lucky to have what I think is the best stadium in the Southern Hemisphere, brand new Christchurch Stadium that has a roof. So these cancellations that are happening here
Roof?
wouldn't have happened in Christchurch.
We have. You've got a roof on the whole ground.
Yeah.
Everyone out there, these guys are ahead of us in Australia. We need to come and do a tour of this ground and have a look at it. So how high is the roof?
Well, this stadium is in the city centre. It's not. We don't own this stadium.
Yeah.
It's owned by local government, but the stadium is 30,000 seater.
Wow, that's massive.
And has a roof. And then we also have the Dunedin Stadium that has a roof as well.
I've never heard this before, and I can tell you right now in football, this is the first time that you guys are going to be hearing this in New Zealand, and our weather in Australia, and we know our weather during the winter. So what's it like during the winter playing in these stadiums?
Well, the stadium's just been built. So it's a $750 million stadium. It's just about to be completed, in April. And the Crusaders will play a game in there shortly.
Rugby boys, yes.
Yeah. So it's going to be warmer. It'll still be cold, but it'll be warmer than being in the winter, than being outside. And then in the summer, it'll be great. So
what about, so basically they've been made as all-purpose stadiums or just for the game itself?
When you say all-purpose, do you mean?
Using other codes like the
right.
Crusaders playing?
So it's going to be multi-purpose for events, shows, various sports. But what will be different to most New Zealand stadiums, and I'm sure it's the same in Australia, is there won't be cricket.
I was going to mention that actually.
So you have that, I like it when cricket stadiums are built for cricket.
Yes.
Because the viewing spectacle is weakened by having the fans so far away from the stadium.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've also got plans to build our own stadium at our home ground. So we're building a 5,000 seater in the next 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about having purpose-built 5,000 awesome atmosphere for those not-so-big games.
You're so far ahead of Australia, it's not funny with stadiums, Chris. Sorry, Ryan, I mean, I could go on forever here. We're going to have to talk to you again online because you're very, very busy at the moment. So, mate, all the best for the stadiums and the professionalism of the game in New Zealand. It's really going over and over to the top. It's fantastic having you here. So I didn't want to keep you for too long, but we'll have to get in touch again. I'll get on your website and talk to you and get you online on our show. Thank you very much, Ryan.
No
Fantastic.
worries.
Thank you. Well, of course, Luke, fantastic seeing you finally. You've been on my show many times, of course, but today's game was tough, mate. The weather, that break in the weather. What do you do when there's breaks in the weather like that?
No, you can't. There's not really much you can do about it. So we just tried to relax the players in the dressing room. It actually gave us time to go through some video clips of the game with the analyst. You know, get some messages in, and then just important that we had to refocus and not lose focus on the job that was at hand. And it's challenging. We've had it a bit throughout this league so far. Even just having 2 drinks breaks during the first half as well. So all of those breaks are a little bit different that you're not used to, but it is what it is.
Let's go to the beginning of the tournament just quickly, where the tournament started in New Zealand, of course. The build-up right through now, the standards are changing. The games are getting fierce. They're getting more dynamic. The changes with these island teams, they're starting to get up there. Is that right? You can see their standards improving.
Absolutely. Obviously, the more games they play, the fitter they get for all teams. But it's the whole idea of this competition, The whole idea is to have a professional league. We've given a lot of opportunities to young New Zealand players to be professional footballers between us and South Island that didn't have that opportunity previously. Mm-hmm. And it's no different for the island teams, They're opportunities for many of them for the first time to be professionals, and the longer they're in that environment, the more they're going to improve, which is what this is all about, and we're certainly seeing that happen already.
So it's amazing you getting in there in New Zealand, and some of the boys are A-League, getting up to A-League as well. Is that right? So how do you do the A-League thing between this competition? How do you look after the players?
Now, look, it's a simple one. So Bailey Ferguson had been doing super for us. He was our leading goal scorer. There was a few injuries with the A-League team, so Steve Corica wanted him to train with them, and for me, it's a no-brainer. A young player gets a chance to go to the next level of A-League. So we didn't have him here, but he made his debut against Wellington, which is fantastic. A young lad with Kiwi background that was playing in the MPL in Queensland. Just a few months in our program, and he's made his A-League debut. So that's the kind of opportunities that are out there, and it's great to see, I think.
Let me just say with Steve Corica, are you kind of like saying, oh, we're the Pro League team too and you guys are the A-League now? What has he said actually? Does he get I know he probably gets the first picks, we know that. But do you really say to him, please, can I have this kid?
No, there's plenty of banter between all the coaching
I can imagine,
staff
mate.
of who takes priority, but at the end of the day, you have to think player first mentality and what's the best for the player, and the best for young Bailey was to stay with the A-League team, and as I said, he made his debut against Wellington Phoenix, so would have been a great experience for him, and hopefully he gets a lot more games.
And the best thing about this is you've got two professional teams. Gee, that's amazing.
Absolutely.
To be able to have a professional team like this and train these boys professionally as professionals, mate, that's massive for you guys in the A-League, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It certainly helps prepare the players for that next step to go into the A-League. They're much better equipped when they're coming from a program like this. And as I said, we got a number of, it was only a couple of years ago that Auckland FC didn't exist. There was one pro team in New Zealand. There's now 4.
That's right.
So when you think about the opportunities that gives for young New Zealand players to be professionals, coaches, administrators, like it goes fairly deep, the amount of people that are getting exposed to professional football.
And so the other thing I'll tell you is the bad luck that we had on that day, that rain day. I was looking forward to that game, mate. Gee, North-South rivalry. What were you feel we're going to get? I mean, how did you feel missing that game?
Again, maybe I'm still sort of showing my old.
No, you're not, mate.
My
you're
old
an old NSL boy,
I'm wearing
mate.
my old players hat. So when I looked at the pitch, for me, my mind was only player safety first. And
exactly. Yeah.
It wasn't safe, so the game had to get called off. But I think everyone was super up for that game. We've created a good little rivalry already. We're already talking about it being the North and South Derby.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
In this league. And it's funny because we're travelling around and staying in the same hotel as them. So, yeah, you don't want to go back to the hotel and have them have one up on you. So
separate them, mate. Mate, thank you very much. I'll let you go now. You've got a lot of work to do. We'll see you very soon again on the field. No problem, mate. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate your support. Cheers.
Thank you, Luke. Hi guys, I've got Darren Mason here, CEO of Central Football in New Zealand. Absolutely amazing to have you here today at the game. And if the weather had to be warmer, it's too warm. How's that?
Yeah, a bit different to Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, and that was one extreme to the other. So, Darren, tell us a little bit about that Central Football in New Zealand that you're the CEO. What do you do there?
So we run community football from basically one side of the North Island to the other, so reasonably big geographical area. So we've got about 15,000 members, which is pretty small compared to Australian membership, I'm sure, but decent sized federation. So we run from juniors through to the senior game and futsal, coaching, etc. So yeah,
that's fantastic. So how is it going in there in central football down there in New Zealand? How is it there? How is the game? Is it in a good position, or do you need to do more?
We're in great space. Yeah, I think the game in New Zealand's growing. We are year on year growing in terms of membership. Obviously, things like qualifying for the World Cup have been fantastic because that's increasing that sort of profile of the game. Dual hosting the Women's World Cup a few years back with Australia, that certainly lifted the profile, and certainly from a female point of view, that's we've had massive growth in the female participants. Mm-hmm. So I think things are in a really good place. So onwards and upwards.
And of course, the Asian Cup's in Australia, but New Zealand's not in it. So imagine if you guys were in Asia, it would be like a grudge match against between New Zealand and Australia. But that's another story. Have there been anything that you may have known about New Zealand coming into Asia? Have you heard something, or are they doing something about it?
Well, I don't know, not officially, but I know it's certainly a topical thing. I think there's certainly merit in having a look at it. Obviously qualifying for the World Cup, that the pathway that we get to the World Cup is great because we can qualify direct through the
48
island.
teams.
Yeah. So that's brilliant, and obviously qualifying this year has been awesome. But I guess in terms of regular quality competition, maybe through Asia is a better option for us.
Yeah, so I mean the standard's very different. We know, and I know from the past, Australia being in Oceania over 20 years ago, what a difficulty it was every time. With of course with Oceania there, if you got through and you were on top, you had to play against an intercontinental team. My God, it could have been a European team. I remember Australia playing against Argentina. Did you remember that game?
Yeah.
Oh my God, and then playing against of course. Uruguay as well, and now the amount of games that Australia are playing, it's more of a benefit playing all those games because you don't have to play so many games in Oceania which are not really meaning much, and you know that yourself.
Yeah. Oh, no, I totally agree. It's certainly the amount of quality games you can get from playing in Asia through the Asian Cup and obviously the qualifying series to the World Cup. I mean, there's the trade-off, right? So qualifying for the World Cup, as great as that is,
it is.
The quality of games that we could have regularly. You can think about an Auckland against Australia or a Japan or something like that playing in Auckland. We'd, I'm sure, get decent crowds at the likes of Eden Park anyway. So, as I say, there's a trade-off to what way you go with it, really. So.
And of course, you're in the World Cup, of course, and New Caledonia. New Caledonia came second, so they're going to play against Jamaica. What a game that's going to be, because it'll be. Can you imagine if New Caledonia get through? Oh boy, the Pacific will just rise in the game.
It'd be pretty incredible, wouldn't it? No, I don't actually know what chance I've got. I mean, Jamaica. It's out. Football, right? Anyone can win. So I think they've got a chance at least. So I'm sure they'll go in pretty well prepared and confident. So
absolutely amazing for the region to get another spot. Of course, it was always between Australia and of course New Zealand and those old. Now today we're watching the OFC Professional League. How do you feel? It's an amazing league. Great atmosphere we had yesterday. It was amazing. You've got a son playing today.
Yeah, he's in goal for Auckland. It's pretty exciting to be able to come and
goalkeeper.
watch him. Goalkeeper, yeah. So. Pretty cool to be able to watch him play in professional competition. But I think it's been a great competition. We went and watched the games in Auckland, and being here and experiencing another place to play pro football and the facilities. This is an amazing place. I mean, it was a shame the game on Tuesday turned to Gusted a wee bit, but it's a brilliant facility and looking forward to it.
And the ground's come up really well right now. It was really good yesterday for the game.
Yep.
And the other thing I'll ask you is the development of your son. Now, we spoke to someone yesterday about that too. The other boys playing was Adam Sipik was playing for I forgot the club now. I think he plays for Fiji, Bulla Fiji. Yep. So the other thing about that is how did your son get involved in the game? His development at the beginning.
He's got an older brother, and I've always been involved in the game. So it was a no-brainer. He followed his older brother, and his brother was a striker, so he ended up getting stuck in goal. So his brother could smash the ball at him. Mm-hmm. That's probably where it started, as being a goalkeeper. So but he loves it. Obviously, the opportunity to play professional football and travel around doing that sort of thing. It's a dream for any young fella, isn't it, really? So,
fantastic.
Yeah.
So where did he is there a specific club that you know that he started with? We would like to talk about his first club.
Yeah, I mean, he started junior football at Napier Marist in Hawke's Bay. So, and then he played for Napier City Rovers, and then he's been in Auckland, the last 2 years. This is his third year. Up in Auckland, he played for Western Springs in Auckland, and then... Obviously,
Matt's club. That is, guys. He's over there.
And then obviously Auckland now. So so that's sort of his journey, if you like. So yeah,
that's fantastic. So he went from juniors, and when did he start the seniors? At what year?
He ended up playing senior football when he was 15. So he was really young when he sort of almost skipped youth football, went from junior to senior. So he started playing at Napier City Rovers in the Central League, or National League as it is in New Zealand, when he was 15. He's been in the under-20 New Zealand team, so he's played in that. So he's had. I mean, it's been pretty cool for him, like the opportunities he's had, and the places he's been with his football. He's only 21 and he's travelled a fair bit around the place playing football. So as I say, any young guy's dream, really.
Okay. So the big game that we wanted to see was a few days ago between North and South, wasn't it? North and South. So so we're talking here Auckland being North.
Yep.
And you guys are South?
We're South Island. They're obviously basically the whole South Island. So
fantastic.
Christchurch based, but the whole.
It's sort of
South
like
Island,
the whole region is covered by South Island FC.
They've sort of set their club up as sort of a whole South Island sort of entity, which is cool. So they're sort of covering the whole of the South Island, which is a pretty big geographical area. So. Really good concept.
And the demographics of the weather is different too, from south to north, is that right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, this time of year is not too bad, but certainly in the winter it gets a bit cooler down there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Gee, I wanted to see that game because it would have been
same.
It would have been like a state of origin, it would have been that sort of thing.
Exactly.
But mate, Darren, thank you very much for coming on board on Football List today. And maybe we'll talk to you in a couple of days' time if we're still here. Yeah. No problem. Yeah, and we'll talk about the game and the review of the game as well.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much. That was Darren Mason, guys, CEO of Central Football New Zealand. Thanks, guys. Now, just the other day I spoke to you, I was looking at your face. Have a look at the smile now, mate. The thing, if I was to show you that video, you were like, I didn't know what to say to you, but now I can tell you. Complete turnaround of the game today. The players played very well in the first half, although there should have been more goals, and you know that yourself.
Yeah.
That first goal you scored fantastic. But then, what was the difference between that game a few days ago and you now playing the way you guys played today? Was something different said, or what was going on at the reviews?
I think, like I said to you the other day, we weren't winning our battles, we weren't winning 50-50s, second balls, whereas tonight the press was much better, everyone was up for it, and obviously the crowd played a big part in that, really egging the boys on tonight. But yeah, just a much different intensity that, you know, we're kind of trying to build a foundation of. So yeah, I think the boys just turned up and we pressed much harder today, defended harder, we really battled, and yeah, I was really proud of them.
Mate, the intensity has changed. Every game you see intensity, the more serious, you know what's going on. How do you guys keep that intensity up? It's unbelievable how you guys can keep going on and not playing at a pace where you're playing NPL in Australia. You know what NPL is like. Yeah. But this is different, mate. This is professionalism. So how do you keep up with this fitness?
Yeah, well, we train really hard. So when we're not in these hubs, we're working on the grass, and we train a lot harder than the games are. So to be honest, going into the games, I feel like I can run for 90 minutes, whereas in training, there's a lot of times where I'm over on all fours and struggling to breathe. So yeah, training hard and just putting the work in makes it a lot easier on game day.
Mm-hmm. And your goalkeeper. Those saves at the end, they were coming hard. You could see where they brought Kaylee Overy on, and they put and they also put Roy Christian. Mate, it changed the game completely. Yeah. I don't know whether that's their side, but what did you think of the change? How could you combat that? You couldn't, could you? It was different.
Before the game, we saw their lineup, and we were pretty aware that they were going to have a strong bench, and really it was going to make an impact when they brought those players on. But like you said, massive credit to Philly Mango. He really stood up the whole game. Even in the first half, he made some huge saves, and he put his body on the line. And yeah, I think the whole back four and the whole squad really battled tonight. So yeah, like I said, I'm just so proud of them.
Fantastic to hear that. Let me tell you one thing about this to everyone here right now. This is really great because I've never, to everyone online right now watching us on TV, Channel 31, Foxtel, whatever, let me just say one thing about this. I have never heard a crowd continually. How could you even communicate with players out there? How was it?
There's a lot of screaming. I'm losing my voice a bit, but yeah, it's amazing, and I'm so excited for Honiara because it's only going to be even more.
Honiara, mate! I can tell you what they're going to be. You're going to be. They call you the Solomon Kings. You'll be kings there, mate. Believe me, I know what they're going to treat you, mate. I spoke to some of them before. The passion, I've never seen passionate supporters like this. Probably you haven't either.
No. So yeah, it really, it makes me want to win so bad when you can hear them all and you see how happy they are. It means everything to them, and I'm truly honoured to be playing for this club, and I feel like I'm playing for a whole country, and it's really pushing me and all the boys on. So really appreciating it.
The funny thing is, you might have only got maybe 2,000 or 3,000 here. Imagine what's going to be happening in Honiara, mate, when you play. The whole stadium will be packed. We packed. Yeah. How are you going to even... You're going to be saying, what's going on here? You know, in Australia, you don't see that at the A-League, do you? And you play for Brisbane Roar. Can you imagine that crowd embarrassing the A-League?
Yeah, well, the thing is, even I think if you had the same amount of both, these supporters out here, they're so passionate, so loud, they're making more noise in that game than I heard in a lot of A-League games that I played in. So, yeah, it's so special to be a part of.
And the flags and the colour and everything. I've never seen nothing like that, mate. That's awesome. But I don't want to hold you up. You need a break. You're smiling today. It's good to see you positive. I should be putting the two videos up together, and you should see the two videos. You were you just complete a transformation today, mate. Congratulations, great win, and keep good work up, mate. Thank you. Geez, I'd love to be in Honiara.